he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Now here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Bourne is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby. Hunter Pence leaves the yard. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Jason Kipnis will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch to him. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Now the pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now the 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Yan Gomes will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Kipnis runs. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, that's taking a big gamble right there, because you'd love to have that guy in scoring position, but you're down 2 runs. So if you get thrown out, you can forget about having the tying run at the plate. Fortunately, he gets in there ahead of that throw.
A runner at second, nobody out. The 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
On the way. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Don't let him score.
Here he comes, 3-1. This is hit sharply to the left side. That's in there, base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on the way. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
David Murphy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, David Murphy.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In there, no balls and a strike.
You got to believe he's going to keep going back to that slider. It's been great for him so far.
Get me out here! Run!
He's set, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
1-1 on its way to Murphy. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
Let's get him out!
Big pitch here, 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I love a guy that comes in late in the game and shows emotion on the mound. You got a guy in scoring position. You come up with a big punch out like that one right there, you better be fired up.
Michael Bourne at the plate now as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And the tide has officially changed now as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there, but that's not the way the pitcher sees it. He's furious with himself after giving up that hit and surrendering the lead. He knows he made a mistake.
Jose Ramirez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Jose Ramirez will step forward now with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
From the belt, the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI as it's now a 4-2 game.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can get your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. And this pushes the lead up to 2 now.
Michael Brantley will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Give me a break.
1-0 pitch now. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Here's the 1-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And this is past Belt on down the line, a fair ball.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Carlos Santana will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set, now the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Four runs here in this half inning. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.